There are new technological advancements contributing to more efficient and quicker ways to detect, treat, and diagnose stroke in patients. The face-arm speech test is a very quick and simple way used to detect early signs of stroke in a patient. This method is used to identify and examine the early stages of stroke. Paramedics can detect any weaknesses in the face and arm or speech impediments. Paramedics can use simple movements and questions to test the patient for further signs of stroke. These actions are split into 3 subcategories: facial, arm, and speech. Once a patient has been confirmed to suffer a stroke, the paramedic will then notify the hospital, and then further actions will be done at the hospital.
FAST is an acronym for the Face, Arm, and Speech Test, and knowing how to use it could save a stroke victim's life. First, check for facial weakness. An uneven smile could mean trouble. Next, check for arm weakness. Inability to raise both arms evenly could be another sign. And finally, check for slurred speech. If there are problems, call 911, because the time you save could save you or someone you love. If you suspect stroke, act fast.
A more technological advancement for ambulance-based imaging is to dispatch a portable MRI ambulance once a patient has showed signs of a stroke. This new device, originally created in New Zealand, can determine what type of stroke it is. Once a type of stroke is determined, treatment can be arranged and planned within the time the patient arrives at the hospital. The design of this ambulance is very simple and very similar to an ordinary ambulance. The patient is wheeled on a stretcher and then scanned through the MRI scanner before the patient arrives to the hospital. This is more efficient and effective because by the time the patient gets to the hospital, without the portable MRI ambulance, it may become too late. Mobile stroke units is very similar to the portable MRI ambulance. However, instead of using MRI scanners, CT scanners are used instead. The mobile stroke unit gets dispatched at the same time as an ambulance, and then once it's confirmed that the patient is suffering from a stroke, the patient gets handed over to the mobile stroke unit. This unit includes a CT scanner which can determine the type of stroke the patient is suffering from. The team on board consists of a critical care nurse, paramedic, CT technologist, and an EMS driver, who can do blood tests to further confirm the type of stroke. The team then communicates with a physician. The benefiting factor in regards to mobile stroke unit is the ability to treat the patient immediately.
Into the vehicle via the telemedicine and see the patient and makes their assessments.
Ma'am, how are you doing? Can you talk to us?
If there's any type of therapy to be administered, we will do it right there on scene.
TPA is infusing.
We have good evidence now for the use of intravenous TPA, which is the clotbuster medication, and we can use that medication up to 4.5 hours after the onset of a stroke.
We're actually seeing that we're saving 90 minutes of time by bringing everything to the patient.
However, with the advancements detecting and treating stroke victims, a major disadvantage is time. Time is a disadvantage because for the mobile stroke unit, they rely only on a certain period of time from the patient's home to the hospital to treat the patient, which can range from a couple of hours to a couple of minutes. MRI scans can take between 20 to 45 minutes, and a CT scan can take between 20 to 60 minutes. These scans can be finished after a patient has reached a hospital. The scans become rushed and therefore can lead to inaccurate diagnosis.